man to make history here this evening.
What's up, everybody? It's week 15 of the NFL season. Last week, I was like right below 500. I think I was like 7-8 or something like that. Not a very good week. It was actually kind of tough. The cat decided to join me this week because there's no Brian. And 2 weeks in a row now, Brian's not been very good. And he's been under 500. He's coming off a really good week 3 weeks ago, but I'm sorry, I had to let him go. So I've traveled all this way. Me and the cat made this long journey, and we're bringing in a special prognosticator for you, especially this time of year. Going to be kind of surprised. But let me bring in Mr. Kringle right now.
Ho, ho, ho! How's everyone doing? How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing good.
Oh.
Thanks for inviting me up here.
Diet Pepsi, my favorite. How did you know?
You told me to. But we are got a special prognosticator for the week. We actually went ahead and before we got this going, agreed on a couple games, but we disagreed on about 8. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First one, Santa. We got Cincinnati at Philadelphia. Now, I'm taking Philadelphia in this one. Reason being, the last 2 weeks, the Eagles have been playing very well and covering those spreads. Foles, I think, is looking for a job or a paycheck next year. And Bryce Brown, not so good last week, but over 300 yards. So I'm taking the Phillies at home to cover 4.5.
Well, you know, Santa likes Cincinnati in this game. And let me tell you why. They're better. I think they're going to make the playoffs. This is their playoff push here. This is a big game. Philly has looked good the last 2 weeks, but I like Cincinnati to cover on the road.
I guess no lump of coal for Bryce Brown this week, and Foles in.
Maybe a couple fumbles for Brown. That's his average.
And next up, we have the Washington Redskins, probably without RG3, which hurts Jason's fantasy team. Santa, I need a quarterback next week. And I'm going to go ahead and take Cleveland at Cleveland to cover 1 point. Obviously going to cover this one and win this game. So what do you think?
You're going to take Cleveland at Cleveland?
I'm taking Cleveland at Cleveland.
I'm going to take Washington. Cleveland at Cleveland. That's impressive. They're playing themselves?
Yes, they are.
Okay. I like Washington here, and even without RG3, I think Washington is probably the better team. Cleveland has been playing well lately. I look for Alfred Morris to try and run the ball. You know, Cleveland does have a good pass defense. Good kitty. Who's a good kitty? Kirk Cousins didn't look bad filling in there late, so I'm going to take Washington on the road to cover.
And next up we have the Miami Dolphins at home hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars got a big spread to cover here at 7 points, but I think they are going to cover it. Miami, so-so at home. Jacksonville, those teams in games that kept them close. No matter who's a quarterback, no matter who's a running back, give me Jacksonville to cover 7 points.
You know, I really don't like this game because it is in Florida. I love Florida, but it's just so hot. I mean, I sweat a lot in the heat, so and that humidity. But I like Miami at home. I think the difference in this game is going to be Miami's defense. I think they can control the Jacksonville offense and get enough out of the offense on Miami's side to cover the 7 points. So I'm taking Miami.
When do you find the time to break these down, Santa?
You know, I just do it on a whim. You asked me to come near.
Well, actually, I'm at the North Pole if you can't see.
Well, I know, but you asked me to come in here in the studio. I know where we're at. Look, right over there.
Where's Mrs. Claus?
That's where me and Mrs. Claus first met. That was a great night.
And next up, we're going to go ahead and cover the Houston game. Indianapolis travels to Houston. They're 8.5-point dog on the road. I'm sorry, Santa, but Houston's defense has been very naughty, and I think Indy's going to easily cover 8.5, if not even win this game. For some reason, I think Houston is kind of downshifted a little bit, trying to coast in the playoffs. Not good. Indy's trying to get one. Give me Indy.
I really need to get a haircut. This is terrible. Oh, I feel like a hippie. You know, I like Houston here. I know they looked bad last week at New England. Boo, New England. Everyone, boo. But I really like
Ghost of Christmas Past.
Yeah, I'm going through all the characters here. I like Houston at home to rebound from last week's game Indianapolis has played really well this year, a lot of close games. But Houston, this is a game where they need to win to secure the division. If they lose this, they're only a game up with 2 games left. I think this is a big game for Houston. Indianapolis is going to make the playoffs, but I like Houston to cover here.
And next up, we have the Detroit Lions going to Arizona. Arizona coming off a really bad game against Seattle. Look for more of the same. Give me Detroit -6 on the road. Arizona's a sinking ship, and I don't think they're going to be able to climb out of it.
A lot of turmoil in Arizona. A lot of turmoil.
They need a quarterback for Christmas time.
Yeah, I think they do, but they haven't come to me yet. So they.
Wizen Hutton, I guess, hasn't got his list in yet.
Well, he may not have a job. Detroit couldn't cover my mom, and she just had hip surgery. The defense looks terrible.
Santa Claus has a mom?
Doesn't everyone have a mom, Jason?
Well, aren't you like 600 years old or something? How old's Mama Claus?
650.
650? Hope that's not her weight.
That's funny, Jason.
Oh, shit, I'm out of character too.
Rudolph! But I like Arizona. I know, the turmoil going on that team with the players going against the players and players getting fined for insubordination. I like Arizona at home to cover here. Detroit's going to win, but Detroit has not played well all year, and it's tough for them to win a game, let alone cover 6 points. So give me Arizona at home.
And next up we have Oakland at home hosting Kansas City. Kansas City thought they had it last week when, before the games, and obviously, no, it didn't happen. Look for them to rebound. I do not like Oakland at all. I mean, they seem to play just bad at home. They seem to play bad everywhere. Look for Kansas City to rebound. A hell of a lot of Jamal Charles. I think Santa's going to give him about 260 this week.
I wish I was 260. Kansas City, Dwayne Bowe out for the year. Jamal Charles, same rib injury, but he'll be able to play. I like Oakland. Darren McFadden is back. He scored a touchdown last week. I look for them to rely on the running game a little more and cover at home and win. It's been a while since Oakland won.
Next up, we have New England at home. Santa's not a New England fan, huh?
Well, they screwed the Rams in 2001.
Santa's a Rams fan!
I am a Rams fan. I'm everyone's fan.
We have New England at home, -5.5, hosting San Francisco.
Ooh, I don't like them either. They're a rival.
New England looked really good against those Houston, what the hell are they called? Texans. I'm just a little thrown off. See, a new partner this week's really just got me off my game. Look for New England to do more of the same. Another big opponent here. If they just pound these guys, I think it just sets New England up to win the Super Bowl this year. What do you think, Santa?
You want to watch them pound guys?
I don't want to watch them pound
Santa
guys.
thinks that's naughty.
It is naughty, Santa.
Okay. I like San Francisco. I think defensively they're going to be able to hopefully control the passing game of New England a little better. Teams that have beaten San Francisco have actually had more of a running game. The Giants, Ahmad Bradshaw had 200 yards. Steven Jackson had over 100. Ridley might have a good game, but I think San Francisco can do enough to stay in this game and cover 5.5 on the road.
All right, and last and probably certainly least, we have Tennessee Titans at home hosting the New York Jets. Sanchez made it out last week because their defense played very well in the run game and kicked ass. Does that make your team better? No. If Sanchez starts this game, Tennessee, Chris Johnson, against the Jets defense that gives up like 160 or something like that a game. Look for Chris Johnson to have a good game. Sanchez to throw about 4 picks. And this will only be his last game, Santa, and you will have to deliver him a job for next year for a present.
Well, the Jets have been bad all year. Santa doesn't like bad things. But they did say they were going to make the playoffs this year. I'm the type of person that I believe in people, and I trust them. So I think to make the playoffs, they've got to win this game. So give me the Jets on the road to cover.
That's amazing. Santa Claus delivers toys, delivers the picks, delivers everybody a winner this week. So I might even listen to you.
And you haven't come over and sat in my lap yet and tell me what you wanted for Christmas.
I think we're going to wait till later on that one. Maybe not. Oh, you scared the cat away. He went home. He went back to St. Louis. He's too cold for the cat. It's amazing how you played just Christmas music this whole time. I loved it.
Yeah, you're welcome. I couldn't hear a thing.
It's there.
I'm
It's in
so
the air.
numb to it because it's on all year round.
I think before this goes any worse, we're going to go. Too bad the Easter Bunny doesn't make picks.
Well, he lives down the street. I can talk to him.
All right, for Jason, the cat, Santa Claus, the guy you heard giggling is Justin over there. I don't know what he's giggling about, but not going to be our last one before Christmas, but I'll give you a Merry Christmas since we're in the North Pole.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho!